Just like the music here. I also realized that I forgot something. A lot of mods today because we're gonna do some experimentation. Mainly for the Rivulet story percent route. The main goal is just to do some routing, do some movement testing. So, I guess I should explain a few things that I'm doing. Or maybe I should wait, because these rooms are kind of boring. I think I'll wait until after the shelter. There's a wall pounce you can do here, but there's usually snails on the walls, so it's really difficult. You can do something like that. This pipe exit could have been better. Why do I do that every time? I kind of forget my food routing here. Actually, I do want to check. What did I do? Maybe I should have my old run up as a reference. Now my old run, so I used to run a lot of Rivulet Story, and this was, the last run I did was 8 months ago. And hopefully I've improved at the game, and I should be able to improve on this run a lot, if I decided to do attempts. I don't know if that's what I'll do. Just like a lot of stupid mistakes here and there. So I eat 3 there. Okay. So what I do is I eat 3, go down here, and then pick up those 2. Hello. Welcome to the stream, everyone. I should turn off camera. Okay, I'll do that next. I really just want to remove all of the annoying stuff and just focus on the gameplay for now. So disable all karma requirements. I'll try to remember to turn these off when I need to later. Because I just don't want to deal with karma catching right now. Maybe I should make the cycles longer too. Yeah, let's do that too. So what I can do is, there's this rain time multiplier. So now cycles are 10 times longer. So I should have like an hour. Or no, almost an hour per cycle. Now, you're gonna have to deal with the cursor on screen, sorry. It's just, that's just what's gonna happen with what I have enabled. So, I'll do a little showcase here of the mod that I have on. You see that when I leave the room, I just get sent back to the start. And it's really useful if you want to practice one room over and over again, or if you want to test out different strategies of movement and see, oh, this one is like better or worse or whatever. So it seems like the strategy of doing 2 wall jumps is pretty effective. You could also do a wall pounce. If I could actually hit it. It's called lat mod. Okay, so it seems like maybe she did it perfectly, it would work out. But generally, this is the best option. So for this room, what I like to do here is jump across the bottom, and then do a backflip. And during that backflip, you can grab the fruit. I'm not gonna grab the fruit because well, I'm not leaving yet, but you can see how it works out. There may be a better option, because what I could do instead is, I don't know, like do this or something. Do something weird. Like try to jump up there. I feel like that's just gonna not work out really. Maybe a wall pounce, but that requires that I go backwards for a little bit like that. I don't think that's better, because doing this is just a more direct path. I could test, I suppose. But you know, just hitting the wall path is really awkward. And it's really easy to miss. .8 seconds there, roughly. I wonder, is the wall path here maybe worth it? Maybe how it's lower, actually. Because that almost lines up very well. Let's try that, let's try that. Still a bit slower. .2 or 4.2. I just missed completely. Just like having to go backwards a little bit to start the wall pounce is what makes it anything slower. Another thing to note for these rooms is that there's usually scavengers everywhere. Ooh, let me try to do that. This is going to be really difficult. .7. That's maybe a little bit extreme and probably not worth doing. Yeah, and it's really easy to not with the roll pounces. You have to change direction. There we go. 3.5 is the best I think I'm going to get from that. And if I just do the normal route, it's actually technically a little bit faster. So so this strategy is actually maybe the best option for this room. That's a little bit stupid though. Ooh, 3.1. I probably wouldn't recommend this, just because of the difficulty of hitting that slide pounce, but I guess this is technically the best option here to save like half a second. If you're high, also you need to be high enough to like land on this platform. But I feel like if you do that, you wouldn't be able to grab the fruit. Would you be able to grab the fruit from here? I don't know. The state of the room is reset, so I think that in most cases, this is just the easiest option. Maybe if there's scavengers in the way, you can know that, oh, if I do a wall pounce here, it's going to line me up exactly where I need to go. So maybe that's a good backup strategy to know in case there's scavengers in the way. So in this room, there's one fruit over there, which I think is not that bad to pick up, because you can really easily turn around and do a backflip accidentally. Go grab the fruit, turn around, and it's not too much slower. Okay, let's, I want to practice some movement here. Do I know the hotkey? Yes. So, this is the tech that I normally do. Where I do a wall pounce like that. I think you can technically do more wall pounces. This is so convenient. It does not feel consistent at all. I'm sorry, but I really don't like this strategy. you're just kind of spamming and hoping that you get wall pounces, and if you mess it up, you have to take this long way up. I much prefer the consistency of doing one wall pounce that brings you all the way up to the top. Right? It feels like this works pretty well. Doing this, or doing like a wall pounce off of that, you end up getting stuck on this corner right here. Hello, welcome to the stream. Although something that is kind of annoying about this route is that you have to slide up the wall for quite a while to get enough height. Otherwise, you know, you hit this wall in a weird way. I don't know. I think this is the best option. I don't know if, I guess I could try to time it. This is the normal strategy that I do. 4.7. 4.8. 4.7. Okay, so around 4.7 for that. And then I don't even know what the alternative would be. Like spamming and that it works. I don't think I practiced enough to make it a fair comparison. I feel like whatever I do is going to be slower than just doing what's is like the most consistent and still really fast option. So I could try like a backflip kind of strategy like this, and then maybe still do the wall pounce afterwards. But it's really awkward to get a wall pounce when you're already this high up. So close to the wall too. I guess that's what you would do. I'll try to practice that a little bit. Even that is lower. I can't really see that being a good alternative. So I think this wall pounce, I'm gonna stick with this being the definitive best option. Unless you can hit a crazy wall pounce chain here. What is the timer mod? In the top left. It is not publicly available. You can ask Shrub for more if you, I guess. He's the one who made it. But if you want the mod that resets you back to the start of the room, this is the lap mod. Rob took that mod and added a timer to it, but I don't think they then released that. So I don't know how you would get it. Maybe you can ask him. Shrub might show up to the stream sometime. Oh, my tail is gone. I think I'm happy with this movement. This room is a huge pain. There's some tech that I tried to... Oh, it works out. Okay, so right here, you can get turn storage by falling into this while turning around. That little sound effect that you get from turning around. If you hear that sound effect and fall into the water, it's pretty hard to hear. Then I think you can store a backflip, which you can then use here, which I did not get the backflip. If you don't get the backflip, just do this. Oh wait, it keeps your state. If you're crouching, you stay crouched. If you are standing, you stay standing. That's how that works. Oh, hello. Here's Shrub. Summoned. How do I... If Shrub, if someone is like, how do I get that mod with the timer? What do I tell them? Because I don't think it's on the workshop, right? It's in beta? Okay. It may be available eventually. Oh, I actually got the backflip this time. So I think the main thing to know is that the turn storage is kind of inconsistent. But if you can get it, I think I have turn storage right now, so I'm going to use it. to do that. The mod with the blue cat. It's this thing called that downpour. I don't think there's much innovation to do here, other than just keep track of the turn storage. Also, so my setup, I can't show the mods that I have. I got the checkpoint mod, which is super, super nice. You basically can, anywhere in the room, set checkpoints, and then teleport to it whenever you want. And I think it also protects you from dying to pits. So if there's some movement that you want to do, you can practice it. Can I actually do this? Suddenly I'm intrigued. Yes. So like, oh, I want to practice the wall pounce. Well, set a checkpoint and just practice it, you know? Isn't this convenient? It doesn't say the room state at all, so if you pick up items or if there's creatures, that's going to get in the way. Or like, if you use a rock for a throw boost, you're not going to get the rock back. So maybe get the throw movement mod too. Or the whatever it's called, that lets you get infinite rocks. Maybe I should get that too. But it might be kind of weird because you pick up like various other items in the run. I'm not sure how the mod interacts with that. Anyway, I don't know why I'm practicing this. It's not relevant at all to any speedrun. So there's a little bit of a funny thing that is relevant here. This room is usually filled with snails. This little tunnel that I'm in right now. There's usually like 2 or 3 snails right here. And so you should keep track of like which direction you want to wall jump in order to avoid them properly. So if you wall jump to the right first, you kind of move like this, and if you wall jump to the left first, you go a little bit higher, or I guess maybe lower. I don't know. There's also a potential wall pounce here. There's not really much space for it, and it also you kind of block your head. That set checkpoint right here. I don't know if this could ever work. You're really threading the needle. That's how you would do it. Okay, actually want to see if you can get this wall pounce. Can it chain? No, you go too high here. Unless I delayed it on purpose. That would be very difficult. That'd be exceedingly difficult. Still want to try it though. Oh, slowed down way too much. And I think if you do slow down, you won't be able to get the next wall pounce. This probably isn't really worth doing. Just jump up normally like this. And do this, if I'm on a pole and I save this state, do I? No. So this is the next, wall pounce chain. It's I don't know why I'm doing this consistently. I'm usually really bad at it. I don't know if it's worth it at this point in the climb. You can start like wall jumping. I don't know if this is faster. So the nice thing about the checkpoint one is that you can kind of use it to time things with the lap mod. Just by teleporting back to the point that you want to test from. That took 10 seconds, reset. 5.9. The thing is that this chain, you end up getting a wall pounce right here, which gets you stuck in this corner. So I think that you probably want to end it here, which is 4 wall pounces. So if you can do 4, that's actually like the perfect amount. Because then you kind of slide up that wall and you can probably do another wall jump there. That's what you want. Throw boosts. So when you have an item and you throw to get the extra speed out of it. They're sometimes useful. The way, just the way Rivulet is, it's usually not that important. Because you can get wall pounces without items. Usually, if you're gonna use an item, you're gonna use it for an extended slide. Actually, that's it, like most of the time, just for extended slides, because they're so fast for Riv. But if you're doing a oh, this pipe is super long. So maybe I'll put the checkpoint like right here. So I've tried to experiment with doing a roll here. I think it always kind of messes things up because this platform is a little bit higher than this platform. So if you try to roll, you kind of like hit your head. Unless you roll for a really long time, then it's just kind of slow. And then this wall pounce, the way that I line it up, basically make it so that you're standing the height that I am right now. You want to be at this height on the pole, so like right here. This is where you jump. Just kidding, that was too high. I guess like you're moving up a little bit, so like a little bit before that point. So maybe like right here. This is like the ideal spacing. Just kidding. It's actually kind of precise. It's easier if you're moving, I think. And if you don't want to do that, just jump off the pole at the end. Make sure not to hit your head right here. I don't want to go through the pipe. It's gonna take forever in this room. Yeah, I think this is the best option here. You can pick up an item here, and it is kind of useful. Jumping off the walls with the throw. Do you mean something like this? I messed it up. Sorry, the background sound effects are super loud. That's better. So like if you're on a wall and you do this, is that what you're referring to? Because Rivulet can just do that by default, right? You don't need an item. There we go. Hold up, this is actually perfect. If I set up a checkpoint right here. Wait, does that also unstun you? It's a little bit strange with the checkpoint position. That's better. So I think ideally you grab the very tall poles in the room. Or that pole. That pole is decent to grab too. Not this one though. Like that. That pole right there, that's like ideal. And that was like a slow point. 7 seconds. Six seconds. It's actually like too, it's bad to go too fast. What, like a moderate speed plank? A plank can really be any speed. It can be like a barely higher than a regular jump, or it can be like to the moon instantly. Like that might have been a plank that I just did there. That plank too. Okay, about 6 seconds I think is a good benchmark for the time of a plank. Looks to the moon instantly. What I like to do instead is do this and then this. A little chain of wall pounces here that I use as an alternative to planks. I think planks are still the best option to go as fast as possible if you get consistent at them. But I don't like them. I don't like how random it is. Just like whether you even get a plank or not. And if you do get a plank, you might like get a wall instead. And how fast was that? 9 seconds. So you lose like 3 seconds compared to a perfect plank. And like, just considering how many ways there are to mess it up, I think that is like 3 seconds is worth it. Like that was 12 seconds. And that was 7, so I guess that was still faster. But only losing 3 seconds for a significantly higher consistency, I think it is worth it if you're doing a lot of attempts. And see, and sometimes you just get lost completely, even if you do it mostly perfectly. Please. Oh right, I had some tech here. I actually totally forget what he said. Hold up or hold right or something. So you can do that. That's kind of slow. Wall pounce with throwing a rock at the same. Okay, that is a lot of the time. You can set up wall pounces without items. Like this wall pounce here, you can just do it. No item required. There's also a little thing you can do here. I'm so bad at it. I don't even know how to start doing it. There we go. It's like so bizarre because you're doing like a slide wall pounce, but on a slope. And half the time you go in the wrong direction. I don't know how to do it consistently at all. Hit slopes. I can't wait for the sand dunes. But imagine they completely rework slope movements and make it like super smooth, so that you actually want to use like slopes to build up momentum or something. Because like because right now in the current state of Rain World, slopes feel very sticky. You know, like it's very easy to like get stuck on them in like weird, like crawling states and like whatever this is, you know. But imagine if you could like run, like roll down them super smoothly and actually build speed from it. Maybe I have to do it really, really fast. That might be it. I mean, imagine, like, this is like how you walk up a slope normally. Do they want like an entire region with like this kind of movement where you're doing this everywhere? I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna do that. Yeah, I really don't think I'm gonna be doing that movement. So there's some things you can do here. There's this wall pounce, which is pretty smooth, but there's also this wall pounce, which is also pretty smooth, and I don't know which one is better. So I guess this is some timing time. But you also, this is one of those situations where the two types of wall pounces matter. This type isn't high enough to get the pull hop. Yeah, I'm just barely low enough. And I can't get the other type. There we go. See, that type of wall pounce is high enough to get the pull off. This is still like the biggest mystery to me in this game. Oh, that one was too low. Let me try it again. Oh, that was high enough. By holding down. Nope. That still did the wrong type. There's also this funny type of movement. Not a wall pounce, but just some weird stuff. Oh, that's funny. I think I like hit down before I even like. RNG pounces. It feels random. It really does feel random. Okay, that was good. And this was 11 seconds, 11.3. Nope. That was a little bit slower, but this is also 11.3. So I think this wall pounce is actually better. And I think it's less random because you don't have to deal with the different types of wall pounces mattering. So that is the better option. By a little bit. But I think it's also just a little bit easier. There should be below 11 seconds. Yeah, 10.7. So that is better. I wonder, you could actually probably do it earlier. Then you end up. Maybe actually pull hop off of this one. I don't know why I didn't think about doing that. So this should be the fastest one. Nope. So it would be nice using this checkpoint mod if it reset the timer of the lap mod. Obviously it's two different mods so they don't interact, but if you could then press this button and reset the timer, that would be like best for timing stuff like this. It should be like 10.3 or something. 10.4. Okay. Marginally better to do it like this. So now this room. This room is so difficult. Starts with that. Don't get turn storage. So you actually need to... So if you do this, that gives you turn storage. So you need to like walk here and then wait just a little bit and then do the slide. And then like the hardest wall pass ever. This is a really fun, as in not fun at all, wall pass chain because there's so many of these horizontal poles that you end up accidentally pole hopping. Maybe I should set the checkpoint higher, I don't know. Like that, this pole right here. I just did a pole hop instead of a wall pants. And then for the very last jump, you don't want to do a pole hop, you just want to do a regular wall jump because you go too high otherwise. So I'm not exactly sure what the best option is. I think it's to delay the input. Yeah, do the like the wall pounce input a bit later, and then you don't have to and you dodge the pole. But good luck actually, because it's so very difficult to do that. But that is roughly the best way to do it. Not waiting long enough to not get turn storage. Slightly less good at the game, please. How about no? Okay, that's the time, definitively. About 10 seconds. Wow. 10 seconds for this room. Unless you do a backflip. I don't think there's, well, you can go a little bit too high to go over the pole. You just need to wall jump as soon as possible. I don't think there's anything to do there in this room. No, you can't. Oh, there's a little cooldown. Okay, you can't spam that button. Oh wait, I need to enter the right pipe first. So this room I kind of settled on some movements that I liked, and then I didn't really mess around with it too much. It feels fast to do this. 7.8. You can miss the backflip kind of easily. There's also this this pipe right here, which you could technically do a backflip out of, but that actually isn't really very nice. I guess you do it the other way, huh? Is that enough time to get the turnaround, though? I will try it out a little bit. It actually seems like you start with turn storage. Or was I doing like a turnaround there? I don't know. Could I do a jump storage? Hold on. I have an idea here. Because as Survivor, it's quite effective, but I'm Rivulet. Ooh. That's enough height. But it's just barely not enough height to be like consistent. And also setting it up is a little bit slow. And also I'm bad. I forgot to do it. And then if you forget to do it, you just like kind of jump out like with nothing. What was that? I think I also want to kind of say this. All of my, or like 90% of my improvement in this game has been documented. You know, like from when I started streaming to like the release of Downpour, I had played for maybe like 300 hours, which is a lot, but mostly as a casual player. A lot of like wandering around outskirts, taming lizards, a lot of like garbage waste, and you know, I was not speedrunning the game. When I started streaming, I had a little bit of speedrun experience, as in I did like a public present run that was like mediocre, and that was my starting. And then for the next, you know, year and more, I did, you know, all the speedruns and stuff that I was streaming. That's like most of my improvement was from that time period. So technically, anyone who is watching the streams, if you like followed along, if you like followed what I did, you should be in the same place. Yeah, just like play 3 times a week for over a year, doing like deliberate like speedrun practice. That's all you have to do. And not really. I mean, how much of that time was I actually practicing speedruns? How much of it was like playing modded characters or just expeditions or I don't know, other random things? It looks like the jump storage, maybe I'm not doing it correctly. It's not always the same amount of height. Like that was almost good enough. If you don't play for a week, I think that actually taking a break sometimes is beneficial. When's the last time that well, okay, I guess I have been playing a lot of Rivulet, but I have not done this speedrun category in a long time. A lot of the muscle memory for the movement is still there. I don't think this jump boost strategy is very good, because you just don't get enough heights right there. Just barely, not enough. Unless you do that. That was 8.3. And this is 8.4. It's maybe marginally faster if you do it perfectly. Sliding into the pipe and pressing jump. So I'm not very knowledgeable about jump boosts. Like that? Was that correct? It's I don't know. Kind of weird. I guess that worked. I think that this isn't really worth changing. It's already pretty good. Although this jump out of this pipe, it's a little bit tricky since you have to hold jump and left and then press jump again before you fall, because you might just like end up falling by running off like that. Oops, that's not the right keybind. So just like make sure you're consistent with this jump, and it's a good option. Also, this room, I think this room is perfect. I don't think there's anything to change here. Maybe like changing the wall pants order, like do one here, nope, do one here, and then here, and then I don't know. Is that better? Because you could like try to sneak up in here and like do that or something. But it's nice to get the height from that pole. Like that felt perfect. 6.3. So this wait, I don't have a checkpoint. You need to set a checkpoint for that to work. Nope. Which room is this? 9 or something? Nope. We're close enough. Oh, the lat mod breaks if you do that. Okay. It like tried to send me back to the previous room, but I warped in from another region. So don't do that. Not patching that, yeah, that's a specific interaction. Also, I had it false. Oh wait, I realized that I have some overlapping keybinds with dev tools. I think this is, like, what is there to improve here? I did mess around a bit with, like, doing this and that, maybe. But there's this, like, stupid block in your way that you can't climb up. So you need to, like, do that. And you might actually go too high. If you just walk, does this work if you just do this? Oh, pole hop, thank you. Oh, thank you, pole hop. That's too low. Yeah, I'm fine. They could do something like this, maybe. That kind of perfectly lines up with the gap in the pole right there. Or maybe not. Do like that, but then that kind of goes too far. So I think this is just totally fine. Maybe also jump up the pole. Like that. But then you actually kind of don't get the horizontal speed that you want. See, I'm hitting my head on the top there. I actually want to do it like that. I'm not sure if this is the best reference to learn the speedrun. I'm literally doing the most difficult, or maybe not the most difficult, but like I'm trying to find the fastest possible methods for these rooms. It's easier to just I don't know, like do a backflip here. I actually totally forget what like used to be the movement in this room. Because now I just do that every time. I guess actually some potential improvement here is to try to figure out a way to enter the pipe smoothly. Like that was really good. Kind of the thing where you like do this, you know? Oh. That is actually kind of consistent. So when you enter a pipe, this is a fun thing that you can do. When you enter a pipe, but then you try to like forcefully remove yourself from the pipe, it breaks everything. It really wants to put you in the pipe. So normally this thing happens every single time you enter a pipe. It's just that you're already right next to it, so it just happens instantly. But if you manage to forcefully move yourself out, this happens. So actually, walk down, and then right when you are about to enter the pipe, release left so that you don't start rolling. And that is a pretty smooth entrance. Yeah, I think that is the best strategy for this. Oh yeah, don't worry about the fact that there's like several cyan lizards in this area that you normally have to deal with, and blue lizard and placenta wings, but they just kind of get in the way, you know. Don't worry about them too much. Maybe they'll kill you every once in a while, but you know, you can reset. This is only a few minutes into the run. So this room looks easy, but it's really easy also to mess up. Like whatever I just did there. Or to do that. I think it's like a double tap, jump, and up. No, not that. Like I kind of press jump to leave the pipe, and then press up and then jump again. So like jump, up, jump. And then jump again on the other side. Just kidding. And like 2 seconds looks like way too long, but half that time is in the pipe. The actual room is like a second, just to sprint across. Let's do that. Yeah, I think that's pretty consistent. I'm actually... I think I have that mod, right? I'm gonna go get a mod right now. The, if I can remember what it's called. Throw movement. Because these next few rooms have some throw boosts. Or I guess, E slides or EI jumps that I would like to include. That is one annoyance with you know, the checkpoints and the lot mod and stuff, is that if you run through a room and use the rocks to throw boost with, when you restart the room, those rocks will be in a different spot. And of course, every time you do a run, the rocks are going to be in a different spot. But usually you try to save your rocks and throwables for the rooms where they're most valuable. That would probably be something worth figuring out, where, like, how much time does each throw boost save, such that if you only have a limited amount of rocks, where do you use those rocks? Right? And you might have some idea, like, oh, throwing, you know, this one random throw boost here isn't really that valuable, but this EI hop is like, it covers a huge distance. Swallow rocks. I don't think it's ever worth it to spit out a rock just to throw boost with it once. Except for like one spot on the wall for the orb skip. Where if you don't have a rock, you have to like go find one and it takes forever. But like, that is a genuine strategy in Pebbles Percent. Maybe it's worth it to swallow a rock just for that one area in case you don't have a throwable there. But you should save your throwables for that part of the run. So let's head back to wherever this was. Chimney, like, 12 or something. Room save state, it's, like, really complicated. All the creatures and the items and the, like, other random, like, items. Nope. So I want to find a rock. So if I swallow this rock, I have a pearl. I now have infinite rocks. Essentially. Like, how much faster is it to do that? Checkpoints, that's why I have this mod. Compared to just, I don't know, doing this. I mean, I'm Rivulet, but it's not that much slower, and spitting out a rock would take like several seconds. Way too situational. Maybe Gourmand. Maybe Gourmand would do that. Now that's like the perfect timing. You want to jump on this platform right here. And then do an E-slide. That's like ideal movement there. Oh, my tail is gone. I cannot do EI hops consistently. Like, just thinking about trying to do it messes me up. So I'm not gonna bother with that. I use the two words interchangeably, but EI hop and EI jump are different things. And EI jump is what I'm doing. And EI hop is a more difficult variant where you add a down input to the whole mix. And it goes slightly faster and lower, I think. I don't know. It's technically the fastest type of movements in the game, but it's just like way too difficult. So I think you're technically saving 2 items for this room. In this whole segment of chimney, you're trying to save up 2 items to throw just for this one room. Although maybe not. Actually, I'm pretty sure it is worth it because you can sprint through this room really quick. And then where else do you use throwables, right? Jump up here real quick. Now this whole room doesn't use any at all. This is something that I want to test because there's 2 different ways to do this segment. I guess I'll set a checkpoint here. So what I do normally is a backflip, enter the pipe, and then do another backflip. I need to like hold down when I enter the room, or maybe I'll set the checkpoint like here. Will that work? So this was 10.8. I messed it up a little bit. $11. So the other option, do a backflip, and then do another backflip. It feels slow because you have to cloud out the whole pull, and that was 11.6, but I could add another jump there. Right here. And I kind of messed it up. Just something like that. A little bit of extra speed while climbing the pole. Or I can just miss completely because you can't see the pole on the screen. You can also do a wall pounce here, which is faster. So let's try to time this actually. Uh, 10. Okay, that is definitively the fastest way to do it. If you could do if you could do that without messing it up. Can you do this potentially? Yeah, you can go all the way over here. That's probably not faster ever. Imagine though. You know, if I'm wondering if something can be done, I have to do it. Right? At least I have to try. Okay, I don't think so. It's too high up, the platform is in the way. I could try something funny like that, but that's like, and then a wall pounce here. This is so dumb. This could be better, maybe. It's way more difficult. Why am I not doing it there? Hello? Hello? Yeah, way more difficult. That's definitely true. Why am I not getting it anymore? Okay, I do need to grab onto the pole. What is the problem here? I actually have no clue. Kind of thing normally works really well. Oh, I might actually land too high on that other platform. This is such a probably not a very useful little tangent to go on, but I need to know now. You can technically do it. If the timer like reset, I wouldn't have to redo this again. Just add it to the. Maybe you'll see that feature eventually. I could do another wall pass. This is like the most ridiculous chain. Also, my hands are starting to hurt. I could do wall pounce there and then maybe there again. I need like more speed. Oh, that's probably what's happening. I need more speed like going into the wall. I think if you throw boost, you could bounce off of this and then this and then this. Maybe actually I don't know about this. It's a little bit high up. And if you do it against this wall, you probably hit your head. I'm gonna say this is way too difficult to be worth considering. But it is funny to think, like imagine there's like actually faster movement. Like, yeah, you can do that. You can also just do the way simpler option of just going up here and then going up here. So that's probably better. For some reason I can't hit this pole. I mean, I'm gonna keep going. I spent a lot of time in this room, but that is faster to do it like that. Including the wall pounce if you want to do that. Add that to the mix as well. This room is interesting because I'm not a fan of like you jump too far. Like from this platform, you jump like right here. This is where you land. You need to like climb over this ledge. It'd be better if you like jumped here and then here, but you have to control the height of your jump, and that makes it a lot more difficult. Okay, just kidding. It's easy. There are a few other ways to do this as well. But you see how close I am to falling? Like, I don't know if I'd like that. If you jump too short, you just die. So it'd be nice to avoid movement like that. But that's pretty reasonable. If I do the full height jump, it's a little bit slower, yeah. Well, actually, not really by that much. Honestly, entering the pipe slowly is what's gonna slow you down the most. What if I also tried this? That's also fast. They honestly feel about equal in terms of their speed. You're just moving horizontally to the other side. That was actually faster, but if I do this... Oh, you see like how close I am to falling there. It's a very funny mod. I was trying to see if I could like jump inside the platform. Like that. I don't think that's any better though. So I think this is the fastest way to do it. But if you want to play it a little bit safe, you could probably go like jump up like that. And it's still fast. This room really doesn't make a huge difference. Now this room, long horizontal room, I mean, there we go. 11.6. So there's some potential for like a ton of EI hop or EI jumps here, but I don't know if they're actually worth doing. Because of how easy they are to mess up. 12.8. I should set up a checkpoint before I die. This is the way that I like to do this room. Basically, start with an EI jump on this platform. Just kidding. Do it on that platform, get here, do a slide pounce to this platform, do an E-slide pounce, and then here you just do a bunch of E-slides. Because you'll usually find a lot of rocks in this tunnel that will supply your movement. But you can get a... like, I guess you could do another EI hop here. Right? That is a possibility. But I feel like the E-slide kind of makes up for it anyway, right? Check one here. I guess you could also try to do, like, you could do a slide pounce, slide pounce, slide pounce. If you can't do the EI jump. But that feels like it's like faster to do it like that, you know? Like that's the perfect spot for it. And then you kind of want the distance from an E-slide to make this jump. If you do an EI hop, you might not make the distance. Like, that kind of thing could happen, right? I think it's hard to time your movement with these kind of situations, because it depends on how good your timings on EI jumps are, but that was, you know, 1 minute because I didn't enter the pipe. I got a pull hop there. I actually kind of want to see, did that save any time? That was 12 seconds. I guess it's better, maybe. $13 seconds. So I guess you can do a little like pull hop here. Maybe do that. Oh, I actually went too far because of that. Maybe don't mess with things. This room, it's just do a bunch of E-slides basically. Oh, looks like we have plenty of time left in the cycle. So this, by the way, this is only the very beginning of the run. Like, we've just gotten started. So I've tried to experiment with this drop right here. How to make it consistent. I think what I just did there was pretty nice. Let me set a checkpoint right here. Just kidding, that's the hotkey for resetting the cycle. Thank you, mod. Or thank you, DevTools. Exterior gate. Where's the... Here we are. Okay. So don't have DevTools open when I do that. Also, I need another rock. Hello? Any rocks around? So if you don't have any items, this is still like very much possible. Turn off DevTools. Thank you. So that's kind of the strategy, right? Get here, release, and then hold right after you've fallen a little bit. If you just hug the wall, it's kind of weird because you do this. I guess it still works, but that's pretty slow, right? So fall a little bit, hold right, and then you land in that hole pretty consistently. And it's pretty easy to jump up. You could, if you have items, you could try doing like that. And get stuck, get stuck like that. I'm not a huge fan of this. But see, I landed there, but I actually took a heavy fall damage from that. So I think landing on the pole kind of is better than that. And that was clean. Almost exactly 9 seconds. I think you can do something funny here. I'm gonna give it a try. Oh, okay, that actually saves me. Yeah, I think you can see what I'm trying to do here. This is supposed to be like frame perfect. Or maybe it's not possible at this speed. Maybe if I just spam jump instead. Yeah, I don't know about this. I'm trying to do a pole hop to like jump off of that pole at the bottom. I just don't think that's gonna work. It's okay. I think this movement is fine. Get here, release, hold, grab the pole, E slide. You've entered that pipe. Or you could, like, I don't know. Throw boost doesn't really. I'm not a huge fan of that throw boost. This is the room. This is another room where you can do an EI jump. Right here. It does feel like it works pretty well. You might overshoot the spot where you want to do the E slide, but actually that flows really well. What is that, like 6.5? I do regular slide pounce. And don't mess that up at the end. That wasn't far enough. It takes a little while to get used to the timing on the E-slide pounce. That you perfectly, like that, that's what I was going for. So that was 6 point, it's still a little bit slower, so I think EI jump is good in this room. Don't do that though. I'll try the E jump again. Yeah, it's just better. 6.3. Not that though. That was almost perfect. So this room is kind of awkward, because part of the strategy for this room is grabbing the grapple worms. But of course, you know, once I grab them, I can't re-grab them. Also, I think I'm gonna spit up the rock. Sorry about that. So I'm just gonna, let's assume that I'll do this 2 ways. One, I'll assume that the grapple worm is just here and I'll be able to pick it up on the way. Like this. Was that exactly the same time? The number did not change. 9.525. 8 point. Okay, I like that movement up there. I also want to try another different variant that I've seen. Actually, I guess it starts earlier than that. So when you're here, it doesn't feel like it lines up though. I don't really like the spacing on that. Maybe I need to get used to it a bit more. But yeah, like that. Okay, I'm gonna try to do that. And mess it up immediately. $9.5. $9.6, and then what was the other version? I think that one is just better. I feel like it flows better at the end. I guess you can end up in a situation like that. That would be a bit slower. 10. Or it could work out like that and it flows really well, you know. I would say probably stick with this one. At this room, maybe I should keep the rock. Yeah, I probably should. Like there's any places you consistently do jump boosts or throw boosts here, but I like to do an E-slide here. But it ends up with this weird movement where maybe you saw that a little bit there. Checkpoint like here. After you release from the grapple worm, you're really slow. Like that like arc after the swing, it just feels really slow. That's like the main thing that I'm gonna try to like reduce. Maybe jumping off the pole. I could actually release a jump a lot later. That kind of is awkward though. Okay, I'll try a few different things here. I'll try grabbing that pole and swinging up there. This. I don't really like that either. Just like jumping off of the poles, that was really slow. I think this thing is kind of necessary, and then this is really the only logical way to continue that. I'm not sure how else you would do this room. That would kind of feel like they'd be worse. E-slide, swing off of this, grab this pole, swing off of that, climb up, and enter the pipe. I'm gonna stick with that. Now this room, I should set up a checkpoint before I die. Checkpoint right here. So this is the movement that I do. That works really well. So that was 9.8. Oh, what did I just do there? That felt maybe better. Kind of swing off of that, then off of this, then off of that. Sorry, if you're listening to this without watching, it probably sounds like I'm saying nonsense. It is kind of difficult to get the speed you need to swing off of this. Like, you see how far away that was. So usually you just swing off of that first. Maybe I should try to like chain that together like this. Like, swing off of that and then this really quickly, but it's easy to lose your speed immediately after doing that. So I think it's nice to just jump on that pole. I feel like I want to come up with a backup for this. Sometimes you're a little too far, then you don't really get enough speed off of that platform. I dropped everything that I had. My grapple worm. What happened to him? You're the new one. I think it's pretty consistent to jump off of that pole. If you overshoot this, you can do this right here as a backup. It is kind of weird to like try to grab onto this pole when you're already moving so fast. Maybe I'll try to like fit a swing into that. Sometimes it also really works out where you can just grab the pole just like that, you know. I also kind of want to try the other option that I've seen here, where you swing under this one, which just looks like a really easy way to die. I guess I should try it though. Do you really do it from there? That seems unrealistic. And maybe do an maybe just die. Oh, just kidding. It revives you? That's crazy. I'm out of grapple worms. I need to go get one. I don't have the mod to spawn in creatures. Yeah, absolutely. I'll actually demonstrate a safe strategy for this room. Are there any grapple worms left? Okay, there's one. When you're teleporting yourself around, it's really easy to launch yourself into a wall and die. So the safe strategy for this room, don't go down. Oh, actually, I kind of messed that up. Try to get up here. And then swing off of this to jump up top. Basically, you're just going on top of the platforms instead of underneath. Let me see if I can do the swing better. Yeah, like that. I want to do that kind of swing. Jump up there. And mainly the strategy is to go up to this platform to be safe. If you end up grabbing this pole, you can do this to get up pretty easily. And this swing is pretty easy as well. Yeah, just make sure that you don't, you probably don't want to go like really fast like under the platforms like that. Just staying up top. If you bonk your head, you can grab onto that. Like that. But mainly I'm just trying to release the grapple at a good time where I'm keeping a lot of my horizontal speed. And if necessary, a lot of vertical speed too, like by releasing like a 45-degree angle, heading upwards. You don't want to wait so long that you just get launched upwards with no horizontal speed, but you don't want to wait to release too early where you're only going horizontally and you don't gain any heights. This is a kind of sweet spot that you're trying to hit. It does look like if you're going fast enough, you can just kind of eliminate the poles in between. Also, it may be worth it to release early so you don't hit your head, but you know, you might end up dying later if you're too low. This room is pretty easy, you just need to jump right here. This platform extends a little bit further than you think it would, so you just need to jump pretty much at the end of it. And watch out for the tentacle end. Why are you here? Aren't you supposed to be gone? Can you do like a slide pounce here? I really don't think so. I don't think it works out. Feeling is too low. So yeah, just kind of make use of coyote time, jump late, and then jump down there. This kind of extends outwards a little bit, actually. No, there's a little thing that you can get stuck in down here. Try to avoid that by jumping early on the second platform. Like that. I don't think this room is that bad. But you can see how easy it is to get stuck down here. This room, I should set a checkpoint. It's easy to die here. I do the strategy where I grab onto this pole and then die. Grab onto the pole and then do this. Something that I learned here that is useful is grabbing the thank you, fruit. Also, it's funny how the kill plane is lower than normal because this room usually extends down further. Kind of grab, or with the grab worm, grab like right here, like around this spot, so that you swing into position to grab the pole. If you grab down too low, you'll end up swinging past the pole like that, and that kind of it puts you in a bad position. You kind of swing back and forth a little bit until you like can line yourself up with the pole to grab it. So you want to grab like higher up. Not that high. You can also accidentally swing into the rocks. Hopefully you're trying to avoid that too. Like that. I think that's okay. Now I guess the question is it faster? What is the fastest option here? You know, obviously you're not trying to do that. I've seen what is the strategy like doing 2 unlocks gone? Doing this? Maybe that seems a little bit crazy to do. Let me set a checkpoint that's a bit lower, like right here. I guess you're just jumping off of this. But I actually want to time this now. Let's see how this compares. Obviously, it seems a lot riskier to do it like that. So that was 16.2. I'll try my strategy now. Okay, not great. And this was 17. So I think it's actually close. If I just executed it a little bit better. That was better. Of course I messed up the end. What is this? What is this down here? Thing that pops up when I enter the room. I keep seeing it in my peripheral vision. I don't know what it is. Did it disappear? Yeah, now it's gone. But if I keep setting my checkpoint in the wrong spot. See, it's back. Whenever I enter the room, this thing comes back. That's interesting. Yeah, I almost hit the rock from that. Not only do you have to time the grapple from this, but you also need to not swing directly into this, or too low so that you don't even grab the pole. It feels a little bit just too risky. Maybe it's faster, but a very volatile strategy there. But also, you know, the strategy that I do isn't great either. Oh, right. I remember the way that I was actually supposed to do this. Hug the wall here, and then right when you fall off screen, grab the pole. That's the timing for it. Fall, grab the pole. From here it's a little bit easier to time your jump across. Oh, hello. Welcome to the stream. This room gave you a lot of problems. This kind of situation where you swing too far, that is annoying. Let's see if I can reduce that as much as possible. I think it's just a problem of swinging too late. Like, that kind of swing is a little bit better, even though it is a bit riskier too. That was perfect. It's pretty much what you're aiming for. The rock consumes. You could also do that kind of thing. Oh, wait. I want to try another thing. If I grapple upwards instead of sideways. And just die. Thank you. Could that be better? I'm not sure. You kind of have to be close to the platform to even grab it at all. I don't know, it doesn't really feel like there's a great strategy here. Just kind of try to practice this segment so you don't go too far or go too high. Also, don't try to, like, flip around in the pipe for some reason. Yeah, it feels natural to grab right here, but it actually swings too far. That's the problem. But if you swing too high, you might kind of get stuck. So maybe if I release the grapple really quickly. Like that. Maybe that's the problem that I've been having. Just like holding onto the grapple for too long. Because if you release it, then your only option is to grab onto the pole. You're not getting pulled on by the grapple worm back to where you don't want to go. It's a bit scary though. You might fling yourself past the pole and you just die. But that was 15 seconds. It's scary, but it's working so far. Just wait until I'll do actual attempts and I'll end up dying to that strategy. You still have a chance of ward shooting if you're just moving too fast. It's kind of a crazy idea. It's crazy to do that. I think I'll leave this room now. I mean, I think if I was coming in from that angle, I have to hold up on the next grapple. I think I'm just gonna get out of this room. This room, it's not that bad. Release or hold out of that pipe, jump late enough so that you don't bonk your head here. You just go down into the pipe. It's not that complicated. Don't do what I just did there, where you keep walking really far. Definitely stop moving before you get to the tentacle. It's still fast, and you don't risk dying instantly. Yeah, like that. Also, don't wait too long on the slide pounce. See what I just did there. Oops. Oh, goodbye, grapple worm. There's a grapple worm in the next room over, but... Yeah, I don't think I need to do anything in this room. Why are you here? What is the hotkey to, like, throw creatures around? Oh, but also my grapple worms are gone. He survived? Why are the DLLs still here? That's my question. Get out of here, man. Okay, I can finally do this room. Yeah, normally the DLL would be there, but just assume that they won't be. Now, the annoying thing about this first segment is you hit your head on the wall right there when trying to swing naturally. Because, like, the natural thing to do is to swing, and then you hit your head on the wall. Or just on the floor. So maybe I should take advantage of that. Do a slide pounce here. But the problem with doing a slide pounce is that it actually makes your future grappling slower. Or maybe, hold up, here's an idea. From this spot, I'll grapple. Slide, hold up. Slide pounce, grapple, slide pounce. Yeah? How does that feel? The spacing is really weird, because if I don't land perfectly on the edge of the platform, I don't have enough space to do it. And I have to, like, right myself up where I might accidentally grab the pole. I think it's just gotta swing and just hope for the best, really. Just kind of like that, you know? Just like... Plus, you're more worried about dealing with the DLL, too. And if you're in this position, you can try doing something like this. Kind of escape the DLL. If they're right here, you can swing underneath. There's also a pole right here. You can, or not a pole, but just a path you can take. And if you can't make this jump up here. This thing just so annoys me so much. That actually might be a better alternative. Hold up. Don't swing immediately. Jump to the next pole over and then swing. Do a jump off the platform. Keep swinging there. Swing here. Okay. I'll try to time this. 8.4. Okay, I didn't do it that time. But it's kind of awkward to get that to work properly. Seven. 8.7. What I try to do here is just like fall down, grab the pole, and then jump off of it. And that kind of lines you up better. 7.5. It's also 7.5. This feels like it's actually giving me the best results. Maybe I can start by swinging upwards. Let me try this too. I actually accidentally did the better movement. And let me try doing what I used to do by swinging off of the first pole. that just kind of didn't go very well. I'm assuming like 8. Yeah, 8.3. That was pretty good. Yeah, 6. I don't know, maybe it's not great. This is an awkward room. Just like try to get used to the swinging there. The fruit on the floor for some reason. 10,000 overseers. So at this point we don't need the grapple worm anymore. I mean, this room doesn't really have much to it. This room is annoying because if there's items next to the... You kind of eat these, right? If there's items on the floor, it's hard to pick them up. Oh, I can't. So, coming up to the previous room, I think just do a bunch of wall jumps and then a fast roll pounce maybe works there. So you can do that, and then you're right here to eat the food. There is potential. Oh, this is probably something I should test. So you need to eat 2 items here, right? Do you? Wait, what's the food that you normally have? Hold up, I think my food isn't quite correct. Because I think that entering this area, you have no food at all. Right. So what happens? You enter the area, you have no food at all. You eat 3, whatever these called, slime mold. You eat 3 slime mold, and then 1 fruits later in these hallways. And you have 1 food pip left to eat a neuron, and then that's all the food you need for the rest of the speedrun. So I guess the question is, do you bring the slime mold with you and a fruit into the gate and then eat it in the gate? Or do you eat it all now and use your extra open hand to do throw boost with? This is something that I don't know the answer to. Because it does take a while to eat food, but also it's faster to eat food all at the same time. So all the fruit or all the slime mold right next to each other, it's like the best to eat food right now. Well, it's all grouped up, right? The alternative... Actually, let me just test this. Actually, I can't really time multiple rooms. Well, I'll try my best. Okay. So let's assume that I've eaten all the fruits there. They're not fruit, but whatever. $5.7. So it feels like 5.6 roughly. To use an E slide here. If I do an E, I jump. Kind of awkward because you could hit that little platform there. But that actually is a bit faster, marginally. Like a fourth of a second. So let's assume... Okay, now what if I do movement with no throw boosts at all? I do need to kind of adjust to it a little bit. So that was half a second slower. Okay, I'll move on to the next room. So what is the movement that I would do naturally here? I think an E slide right here, right? Or no. I would grab the fruit, right? There's a fruit right there, so I would grab the fruit. Slide pounce, E-slide. Jumps at the pipe, right? I need to learn to avoid that platform there. So that is 6.6. Okay. Now what if I do the same thing, but without the throw boost? It definitely feels slower. You kind of want that like big boost at the end. I could try to do a slide pounce here. That kind of works out. 8.4. Yeah, almost 8 exactly. So this is around 8 seconds, probably slower compared to using that E-slide, which really helps it, like, perfectly line up with the environment. If you do one earlier, it's kind of a sketchy because you might grab the rod at the ceiling. Hold up, let me try something here. Hold up, I keep like habitually doing that E-slide. Don't do it. It's not really enough space to do that slide pounce. So that is 8 seconds roughly. So using throw boost saves like half a second in the previous room. Hold on, let me test this room to remember. But in this room it saves 1.5 seconds. Hold on, why am I bad at remembering this? Yeah, 6.5 roughly. So 1.5 seconds. So about 2 seconds that you save from throw boosting, which isn't much. Maybe grabbing the food is worth it. Actually, I think it is, because in this room you only need to pick up one fruit or one slime mold, right? You eat 2 of them here. You pick up the other one, and you can still throw boost in the next room. So you go here, right? So you're holding a slime mold and a rock or a spear, and you do that, and then you do the slide, right? And then you pick up, or hold up, let's go back. Don't loop back. And then you grab the fruit, and you just do 2. Oops, thank you, Deadpools. And you just do 2 regular slide pounces, right? And you lose like a little time here, but I think it is worth it for the time that you save for eating the fruit in the gate. I think that is the best option. You just need to get used to the way that the slide pounces work. Now, this area. So I don't really know how to approach this area. So, okay. Normally, the gravity in this area fluctuates between normal gravity and no gravity. And I think the way it works is that when you enter the region, it picks one at random. So it's either on or off randomly when you enter. Then, after a random amount of time, it switches to the other. So maybe it takes 10 seconds for the gravity to turn on, and then it takes 20 seconds for it to turn off, then it takes 15 seconds, you know. That time fluctuates. I don't really know what the range is, but essentially it's random. You can know that it will stay the way it is for a while. So when it switches to no gravity, it will be like that for the next however many seconds or so. But if you're waiting for the gravity to change, you don't know how long you're going to have to wait. So essentially, in this area, you need to learn the movement with and without gravity for every room, such that whenever it changes, you know what to do to change to the other type of movement. How do I test that? I'm not sure. I think there's not much optimization with low gravity movements, right? You could throw boost to go a little bit faster. You can like try to jump a bit sooner, or like try to hit like specific angles on your jumps. There's not too much optimization. In normal gravity, there is optimization. It's regular rivulet movement. So I think what I'm gonna do is go grab the refraction cell. Maybe I should save. I think I should just save to just so I don't need to reset everything. What is that message? I need to translate this. It says Noida, so I'm intrigued. Noida streams. I really like Noida. I think I did everything that I could reasonably do. You know, there's more ideas, more challenges, or more whatever. I think I covered Noida pretty thoroughly, and also I played it enough for myself, so I don't feel particularly motivated to play the game again, and nor do I feel motivated to stream it again. Like, I feel like I'd have to have some sort of new idea with Noida. Plus, I'm very interested in the things that I'm doing now with Rain World and with some other games that I have yet to stream. So I don't think I'll be streaming Noida again. But I do really love the game. So, okay, I'm just gonna run through this area real quick. Probably rush to the refraction cell, and I'll go back through these areas in a normal gravity. This is like one of my least favorite rooms in the run when it's low gravity. It's so awkward. I feel like this is just a segment you need to practice a lot and just kind of get used to it. Just because of how random it is. Just get used, you need to like practice a lot just to get used to all the possible variations. This room has some pretty cool tech though. That wall bounce is fun. And then that wall bounce is really important because there's no other way to get up there otherwise in normal gravity. This is unfortunate. You can't enter this room during low gravity, so you just have to sit here and wait. This is like another big point of RNG. I mean, this whole region is kind of RNG. You know, whether you get the right gravity that you want. Hello? There we go. I'm gonna get rid of the rocks now. I'm just gonna leave the cell here. Why can't you enter the room in 0G? It's just the physics are weird. You end up getting stuck. Like, if you get right here, you can get into this position, but your body's just in a weird state. I don't know. It just does not let you in. It's weird if you try to do it. there technically is nothing preventing you. I think that maybe if you have an item, you can throw boost your way in forcefully. But it's just that mostly doesn't work. And it's hard to even get into that position in the first place. Okay, we're back here. But at this point, I'm gonna try to learn the movement for if you were trying to get through these rooms and the gravity just turned back to normal. I'm pretty sure the best thing to do here is just to jump across this like normal. But it is weird though. It is weird. Also, this guy, I really wish this guy was not here. Is there a button to kill creatures for dev tools? I think there is, right? Also, this jump is technically possible. Like, you do this, or no, maybe like this. It's so precise and like unnecessarily. That backflip though is actually really nice. This guy's bothering me. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's also a this boost. It's like, maybe if I set a checkpoint, I can actually practice this. Yeah, that boost. Except I didn't actually make it all the way. You see, you don't really... Even if you make it up there, you might not be able to crawl through the pipe. It does not really feel reasonable to me. If you have jump boost... you could do this instead. I wonder if you could chain them together. Hold on. I don't think so. Can I get jump boost earlier? This is a... oops. Right here. Can I get... is that... did I get jump boost from that? That's what I'm wondering. Actually, it looks like I did. So, hold up. That might be the tech. Right here, as you're entering this pipe, press jump. Right as you're walking into it. I guess unless it's low gravity, then you can't do that. So worst case scenario, it's low gravity in this room, and then you enter this room and it becomes normal gravity. But if it stays normal gravity the whole time, that's what you do. Just kidding, I messed it up. If it becomes low gravity in this room, you just go up this way. That seems very specific though, and easy to forget. See, even then, that wasn't enough. So it might just be easiest to just take this little path over here. Also, I kind of wonder... dude. What is the hotkey to kill creatures? It's so close to reach that pole with just a backflip. Missing 8. Goodbye. See, it's weird. I think you do a pole hop maybe, because when you're low on the rope, you just fall when you press jump, right? But if you're high, like up here, you jump. So you go too high. Maybe like hold down. No, that doesn't work. It's awkward, isn't it? I used to do this. No, not that. Turn storage on this. Slow grabbing though. Yeah, if you do a throw boost upwards, you can make it. Here's a rock. So I guess maybe save a rock for that area. But you only have like 2 rooms to pick up a rock, so yeah, probably not gonna happen. Is there a way to smoothly, like, hold up, can I do, like, okay, you want to time the jump input so that you immediately grab onto the pole. That's what the goal is. And hold up, I think. Yeah, that's what you're trying to do there. This room is really easy in normal gravity. Really just jump across. There's some cool thing you can do here where you kind of like, whatever that was, not what I was trying to do. You can kind of like jump up those platforms pretty quickly. Yeah, that's mostly how it goes. Most of the movement in this area is pretty simple, really. Most of the complexity is just switching between the types of movement. So I think you can make this jump, maybe. Yeah, that's the way you do this room. Nope, not this one. Or maybe this doesn't work half the time, because thank you, Rain World. Or just some wall jumps also work pretty well. So this is the room worth practicing. Checkpoint here. So there's a visual cue. I think it's right here. Yeah, if you're right in this spot right here, there's kind of like these 2 like orbs. This region. That's where you want to jump away from. To like perfectly enter that top tunnel. This wall bounce is a little bit difficult. You don't really have much space. That was smooth. This room is nothing. These rooms are just mostly swimming. Maybe this little area is worth practicing. You can do this kind of wall pounce. Ooh, it actually, hold it, that's totally not going to be consistent though. Yeah, like what is this? It worked perfectly one time. Otherwise, it's not going to work. Of course not. I don't think wall pounces are worth doing in this room. This room, however, has a fun wall pounce where you do this. You kind of need to do like not a full jump, just a little jump. And it lines up perfectly. Can you do a regular pounce? Actually, yes. So if you want to line it up easily, a regular pounce is perfect. Otherwise, do a small jump. It mostly works if you time it correctly. I don't think it's worth it to boost out of the pipe though. Small jump, yeah. So this room, kind of smooth movement if you do it like that. I don't think there's much space to do movement here. Like maybe a slide pounce here. Oh, hold up, it's actually kind of good though. But it's one of these tiny platforms that doesn't really give you enough space to do this the full slide. I think that is the best option, but it's kind of difficult. And you need to like line yourself up on the platform to set it up first. Maybe it's just worth it. Well, I guess I can time it. You see, it's gonna be hard to do this. .3 4.8. That was a good 6. The 4.1 is what I'm gonna go with. If I just do this room normally, which is like badly, it does actually look like that's a better option then. Yeah, 5.2 on like a perfect run. I guess it's so easy to mess up the slide though. Like that was, I mean, it's not even that much slower if you do mess it up. Like that was not horrible. Hold up. If you reverse, if you turn around and then do a slide, it like actually kind of gives you more space to do it. Like hold up, what was that? Unless this is like a weird low gravity tech. So yeah, it's fast, but it's hard to set up. That's the main problem here. Here, I really like doing a slide pounce on that platform. It's quite easy to jump up the rest of the way. I don't think there's a better option. .9. Could I do a jump boost slide pounce, maybe? Oh, probably not, because these poles. And I hit the ceiling anyway. I mean, what else is there to do in this room? I guess it's good to land a little bit further on the platform here. You don't need to slow down to line it up perfectly. Yeah, that's good. 5.4. This room, I kind of wanted to see if you could do the slide here, but hold up, it actually works. Hold on, just a second. Or maybe like here. Oh, but then you might not have enough space. There we go. That like continuation with the roll pounce, kind of not great. You land right there, that's not a good spot to land. Or I guess you could just like keep going. But this platform is like really uneven because of all the dens there, so it's hard to do a slide pounce. Whereas if you do it on this platform, you also kind of land in a bad spot there too. Not really happy with either of the options. Do a slide pounce here, but I think it just doesn't really work. Yeah. It's really annoying how hard it is to do a slide off of this platform. Like, really? I think that's the better way to do it. Just do a slide off of the later platform and slow down a little bit before you go too far. Land right there and you can just kind of jump the rest of the way. I think I'm content with that. I'll do it a few times though. It is a little bit funny though, there's like no movement tech to do here at all. Alright, time to do this. Now this movement is kind of awkward. Yeah, I'm trying to optimize this run, trying to find what's actually good. Because I've been presented with a lot of really good speedrunning tools. Ooh, I want to try... I just threw the rarefaction cell. I want to try... Or actually, hold up. So I have a bunch of mods enabled right now. Two big ones is the checkpoint mod and the lap mod. I'm gonna do a slide pounce here. It's really hard to line it up though. Not really. So the checkpoint mod basically lets me press the button to teleport to a location that I can set wherever I want. It really doesn't. I think the refraction cell is kind of messing with things actually. There's a problem with this room, which is the start is kind of awkward, especially with the backflip. It just tosses the cell all the way across the room. Yeah, the checkpoint does not really work well with the refraction cell. I guess the regular jump could work fine. And then here it's just like, good luck. The timing on this is pretty tricky. I don't know why I'm not getting it right now. There we go. .1. It's so difficult though. That wall pounce. It kind of works so perfectly when it does though. You can just make that jump without a wall pounce. Completed the Riv campaign yesterday. Actually, hold up. Let me do like an easier strat for this. Or do I? I just go for it. I want to compare the backflip and the regular. Okay, so that backflip was 9 seconds exactly, almost. Regular jump failed. That did feel slower. 10. Maybe I just do the backflip. And I can do a pounce out of it too if I land perfectly. It's not easy. Not at all. Oh, well, maybe it is. So that should be less than 9 seconds. Just kidding, I entered the pipe slowly. I think maybe it's actually doing a short slide here. That might actually be what makes the difference. And timing it correctly, of course. Actually, let me set a checkpoint here. It seems like the refraction cell really messes with your movement. So I need to hold the button. It's weird. I don't really know how to do this consistently. Just move on. Now, I know the slide pounce at the end is definitely worth doing. Just like, look at that. It's perfect. $5.7. Yeah, just the mod that teleports me around because I'm carrying an extra item that affects my movement a little bit. It kind of like swings me around a little bit. Whatever is happening here. So I'm pretty confident this is the best movement in this room. Not if I mess up constantly. And you also want to not release too early. Or do that. Honestly, anything could happen, really. It's out of my control. Anything could happen. That was pretty good. I can just leave it there. That was 5.1. So this movement is awkward. This like mess of terrain. This is the main problem here. Also, yeah, I learned don't jump out of this pipe. Exit it slowly and then jump normally. What I could do is do a roll pounce after this jump. And then kind of like just keep that going. Let me time this. 5.17. This is actually like incredibly consistent because I can basically buffer all the inputs here. Like jump, roll, just hold right and down. And there we go. Is there something better though? The thing is that trying to do any purposeful movement here just makes it messier, you know? Like it's so easy to get stuck on these platforms because you really want to, the Slug Cat really wants to climb up onto these, right? Maybe I'll do the roll pounce, but then a little bit something else afterwards. Like maybe a little hop. Oh, that makes you go really fast. Maybe too fast. I messed up the jump. There we go. Minor improvement. Okay, that's I'm gonna say definitively this is the best way to do this room. Anything else is really hard to control. Yeah, let me practice this room. Oh, never mind. So, okay, now I have to start using the refraction cell. Which is annoying because it's I have to activate it, right? And then it has a long cooldown. So this is where the checkpoint mod stops being as useful. But I think what you would want to do is activate the cell like there. And mess up all of your movement afterwards. Literally just hold down. Yeah, don't do that. Don't hold jump when you're exiting out of those. Why are you alive? Aren't you dead? I thought I killed you. Now he's dead. Yeah, this room doesn't have anything to it. I think you activate the cell here. Whoops, enter this pipe. I really messed all this up. And then, yeah, don't jump out of that. Okay, I mean, I think most of this movement is self-explanatory. Just activate the cell at the times where it let you get the biggest boost out of the underwater movement speed. At this point in the run, you no longer need any food. We're gonna make it from here to the final room in the run. It's been over 2 hours, really? Wow. So hold up, I should probably be in this room for a little bit. You can kind of get a boost out of this pipe in a way that carries over really well through the rest of the room. I'm not exactly sure how to do it consistently. I'm just kind of spamming buttons. You don't want that though. That didn't really work out. I mostly just like save your boost for that room. Would it make sense for Riv to be good at science? What is the correlation there? That they're crazy? I think the movement here doesn't really have much room for optimization since you can't carry items anymore, so just do slide pounces because they're fast. Here you can walk and then roll the moment the camera changes. Use 2 slide pounces, and then in this room, do that. Jump, jump, jump. Grab this pole, jump from here. Barely tap the jump button and still die because you're bad. Or maybe make use of a little bit of coyote time. And you can make this jump. Oops, not if you do that. So if you're crawling along this, you can kind of make the jump from here. That's good. Something else that I do, let me go back a few rooms for this. Sorry if this is a bit loud. So right here is where I would do it. No, I messed it up. I like to do a little wall pounce. It lets you go all the way back up here. Maybe I should actually time which one is faster. Timer does still work, even when I am not looping. So this was 7.4. .2. Yeah, it's gonna run out. Okay, I'll do this. I'll do this for a little while. Six. Okay, so this is roughly 7 seconds to do this, which is genuinely the strategy that I use in runs. I should try the alternative though, of actually grabbing onto the rope. Also 7 seconds. I could probably release earlier. It's actually slower, it looks like. Especially if you grab onto the pole earlier, or if you I think I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep doing the stupid wall pounce just because I really love. Because it looks like if you don't know any better, it looks like I'm just falling to my death, but then suddenly I fly all the way back up. Isn't that great? Don't look at that though. Or that. Banished. I pressed the wrong button. So all these mods that I have, I had to like set up a bunch of hotkeys. They overlap with the dev tools, and one of the keys is to just reset the cycle. So I accidentally pressed that. I should be fine. Right, so I was on the other side of the room. I got set back to my checkpoint, but then the refraction cell flung me into the walls so hard that I died. So yeah, that's great. I would like to see this change so that it works with held items a little bit better. Like when I was holding the grappling worm, they were also going crazy. It just helps you, but not the items that you're carrying, so they have to catch up. Average Riv activities. Oops, infinite loop. Let me retry all of that. I think I'll just use DevTools in this room, just to be safe. Actually, I think it's better to do this jump without the pole. Keep a little bit of momentum going. You can't make that jump. You do a slide bounce here. This DLL could be really anywhere in this screen. Yeah, something is happening like that with this cell. It's like kind of elastic, so when it snaps back to you, you also get pulled on it with with a similar force. With flings you into the. The weird thing about this room is that it's easy to navigate this with the cell, but it's kind of low. But also, it's really hard to navigate it without the cell. I don't know. I guess it's just keep using the cell there for safety. There's a strategy that I see some people do here that I'm not a fan of. So this was roughly 8.9. See, it's kind of awkward to like grab that top pole instead, and slower. I think I'll just keep going to the bottom one, because if you drop without doing anything else, you just take full damage. Also, I'm gonna kill everyone here in Rain Road. No, I meant to go back into that room. What are you doing here? Get out. Yeah, in Rain World. In Minecraft. This fall is annoying because you probably stun yourself here. I do like this little movement though. I don't know if it's better to drop on the like top one or the lower one, because I could go like all the way down like that. 11 seconds. Hold up. Did I discover something? Sliver of draw lore. I'm gonna try using the fast roll. Nope, I still take full damage. Okay. It's not a magic button. Although it is kind of crazy. Power of the fast roll. By the way, Shrub, I guess it's not your mod, but the checkpoint mod is not compatible with the refraction cell. If you're like a great distance away from your checkpoint and you teleport back to it. Oh wait, they actually disappeared. Goodbye. Yeah, or grapple worms. If you teleport from a long distance, it just like snaps you or I guess the refraction cell kind of like pulls you really hard into the wall and you just die. So I'm not using it right now while I have the cell with me. I also don't like that might make you take fall damage. See, and then also the cell went all the way up there. All in one. How do you prevent that? I don't really know. Hello, welcome to the stream. Even then, this could be like a depth thing where you like jump before you even hit the floor. Oh, regular roll input. I should try that. Okay. Go a little bit too high, but I think it still works out mostly. Oh, I also came up with another idea. I'm also a little bit afraid of accidentally wall pouncing. You could like kind of roll off of this to never take fall damage, but it also kind of just feels slow, and you don't really get a huge penalty because it's very easy to pick up the cell again. Just really don't accidentally do a wall pounce there. It'd probably not be great. Like that. Don't do that. That kind of makes me not want to do that strategy then. Maybe just land on this platform. Don't risk dealing with this. Hold up. Don't you need to hold down for the roll? Hold every single key. Also, Ice is like, you're insane for doing this jump. It's really not that bad at all. Like if you're here, just spam up and you just grab it, right? Take that. If you hold up, it doesn't work. You need to like tap up to like right yourself. You go a lot faster. And then I thought about trying to do a roll here, but it's like you have to get over this little bump. It's kind of awkward. This room, I really like this room because there's a really nice setup where you go down here and then you just roll off of this platform. Then you die because you're bad. It's somewhat consistent. Let me try again. There we go. That kind of lines up very well. Slightly scary. You could potentially go like this. I think it's unnecessary to try to do that. Or that could happen. I think I've realized from the Watcher, that's also a little bit scary if you don't go far enough. With the Watcher, I probably don't want to see any more teasers or trailers or whatever. Because they keep revealing cool stuff and I'm like, that would have been cool to like discover in-game. Yeah. I mean, pretty small things here and there. I'm sure that they're saving up a lot of crazy content for when they actually release it, right? That they're not going to reveal. But I might want to stay away from any future teaser stuff. So just be careful if you think about like discussing it. And I know that you're probably excited, like, oh, new teaser, new like whatever. But know that maybe some people are really trying hard to avoid like any spoiler content at all. That's more like the consistency that I was looking for. And actually what happened there is that I was like, the roll canceled when I was like off the platform and it kind of gave me a speed boost. So just notice if that happens to you so you can slow down. I guess it actually depends on how far you are on the platform when you start the roll. If you're further to the right, well, actually, maybe not. I like the strategy. It works most of the time. I really don't like the terrain at the top of the room. It's like super uneven. Like this is, what is this? How am I supposed to like jump out that consistently? See, that's, oh, I actually didn't even, I don't know what happened there. Maybe don't fast roll. Let me try not fast rolling. But then you're holding down and you just go slower. Whatever. No way, hyper rogue detected. See. Is it really that much of a... I feel like all the people who I've seen who are a fan of that game are like a really big fan of that game. It looks like it has a cool premise, but it's not really that interesting otherwise. Like, it's like, oh, that's a neat idea, but I guess it's crazy. So I think for this room, just like try to extend the rolls a little bit longer than normal. And it works out. I'm pretty confident with all the movement here. I think anything that needs to be changed at all. This one's kind of awkward. Yeah. Like, I think I did it ideally there, but there's so many ways for that to go wrong. And then you ideally do this wall pounce first try, because there's probably a bunch of orange lizards here. And this lets you just kind of bypass all of it. If you do a backflip, you don't really go high enough. It doesn't really work out very well to do backflipping. Maybe you could do a little this, or a little this, a little of this. Maybe this is a crazy idea for movement tech. I don't think it works out. Actually, I don't think it would have. No. This wall bounce, my like timing was supposed to, like, this pillar here. This is where you start the slide. Try the plank a few rooms back. Sure. I don't think it's gonna have good results at all. Isn't this water too shallow? Or you mean another room before this? One more room. Oh boy. How to give yourself brain damage even more than you already have. How did I think I blinked into the pipe. What does the terrain look like here? So I need to land like right where I am now. This doesn't seem very reasonable. I'm so bad at planks. That's the wrong direction. Did you actually do this in your run? Oh, that was also a plank, but underwater. Maybe I'm pressing down too early. I understand the idea behind this. Maybe I don't understand the execution. Oh, there we go. Goodbye, refraction cell. Did it actually save time in your run, or did you like spend 10 minutes trying to actually do it? I definitely won't actually encourage that in runs. It saved time. You're crazy. Now this, I don't like. I don't like the way the cell interacts with this train. This pounce right here is like really difficult. If you're a little bit too early, you might just die. I don't think there's a very good alternative though. Maybe the cell being on now would be good. You could kind of skip this room. So let's assume that we don't turn it on now. Could I get up to the platform quickly? I could. And then I can fall into the death pit, or the death pile of rot. And then when does the cell turn off? Too early? Yeah. I guess maybe it's almost timed perfectly. Little bonk. Maybe I prefer doing that. Maybe I do. I'm not like super confident with the rarefaction cell cycles here. So, okay, the strategy that I learned here originally was to do this. Jump on top of all those and then do the slide pounce here. Hope this guy isn't in the way. And then jump across these. And then just, at this point, you just want the cell to turn off because it gets in the way. Right? You can get through this room. And at this point, you want the cell to turn on. Or you can do this, which is also extremely difficult. I don't mind the movement in this room. Except for how it's a little bit difficult to deal with the orange lizards. Maybe I'll try to time this. That was really clean. Is this guy gonna be a problem? Yeah, Phil. And if that happens, I don't think there's anything you can do about it. Let me just kill him. I think I had a perfect attempt earlier and I threw it away. You also have to not die to that one little tentacle that's poking up. Okay, what time was this? 18 seconds. Let me try without the cell. I still need the cell to be turned on though. Eventually. So we're comparing against 18 seconds here, roughly. Okay, I wanted to get this backflip quickly. What are you guys talking about? Sometimes I just kind of like ignore YouTube chat a little bit. Sorry guys, but you are all strange. So this was also 18 seconds. But I could, you know, the cell stays on for longer. So that does mean that I could use it in the next room to avoid the orange lizards. So maybe I keep it like this. That is like always scary to do that. That was still slower, I think. See, that kind of worked out, right? Imagine that there's orange lizards in the way. I can use the cell to jump over all of them. And then it turns off and I can do the rest of the room normally. I might want to keep doing it like that. There is a slight problem though of in one spot. This jump right here, you want to have a backflip stores so you can just do it immediately. It's kind of hard to like. You have to like walk to the end and then go back and then do a backflip and then line yourself up. I guess you could do this too. But you kind of overshoot that. Whoops, thank you DevTools. See, that worked out really well. You guys are you're all very interesting. I'll say that. Could I possibly just like roll? No, it's this is such a mess of terrain. It's hard to like get anything to work. So I like grabbing onto the pole just to slow down. And you take fall damage otherwise. Unless maybe get a perfect timing on the roll pounce. I think I am fine keeping it the way it is. Just grab the pole here. Roll pounce, and then that's like 4 seconds. Or you can do that. These rooms are really strange because you have to be good at water bounces. And there's kelp here too. Like that's exactly what you're looking for. Not that though. Or that maybe? Honestly, I have no idea. Sometimes people show up in this community and they're just really good at some random tech. And you're like, what? How are you so good at that? They're like, oh yeah, this is totally a consistent strategy. Yeah, it is. Like, what did I just do there? That is not consistent. Just kind of spam jump when you get close to the water. That's all, I think. Maybe hold down too. And then, oh, hold up. Let me get to the next room. And then here, just kind of like boost out of the pipe quickly. Or if you can't do that, just do a slide pounce. Start doing, and here, I think you want to activate the cell roughly there. Fly up this room. And then the cell should turn off right now. Just kidding. I was too fast. But the cell should be back when I want it in this room. Should. I think I'm supposed to activate it earlier. That's what. Jump up. Just kidding. Don't pass off that. I messed up like all the movement. So I think here you want to activate the cell. How the cell turns off. Do that. Cell should turn on now. Yeah, that's better. And you actually want to throw the cell because otherwise you can't do the pounce. You're too floaty. Yeah, the Twitch chat is chilling. Twitch chat is great right now. I do kind of wonder, because I kind of was that, yeah. Or was I? I don't know. I did just kind of show up out of nowhere and start like getting downward records. But I think it's not that surprising because no one else was really doing downward either. Or taking them that seriously. Also, someone did some crazy tech here. Was it, I think it was turn storage. I don't know. If you get turn storage, you can do a backflip off this pole and grab both fruits as survivor. And it was really cool. Don't think there's much to do in this room. Just jump off poles to get your horizontal speed back up quickly. Maybe I could think of one thing to do there. Not that. That kind of went too low for the roll pounce. Just kind of just say whatever for this room. You know, that's my take. Just go down. You can take. Ooh, that kind of worked. well. Actually, is that consistent at all? I went too far. That's kind of consistent, isn't it? I want to get a good run at this. 6.7. But then it might be hard to jump out of the water into that pipe. 6.6. I appreciate Rivulet's ability to just spin. You know, Saint has some competition here. Can't do it. You can like do pull ops when you're backflip or in the backflip state. It's pretty neat. If that went far enough to enter the pipe, that would be perfect. I feel like that might make this not great movement. So around 6.6 is what I can get with that. Let me do the normal movements. 5. Okay, it's worse. Unfortunate. Yeah, just jump across the top. Maybe I should try, so 5.3. There's kind of something annoying where I have to roll for a long time to set the spacing up correctly. Is it better just to not do that? Probably. 5.4. 5.2. 5. Okay, just roll really far. That's the best way to do it. That was that sub 5. Hold up, this room needs some. Actually, does it? It's been over 3 hours. I might end the stream here. I think. I'll continue this tomorrow. Yeah. I can. Hold up. I have an idea for something that I want to try that's a bit stupid. Yeah, I'll end the stream here. Most of the optimization was definitely in the first half of the run before you get the pebbles. The cell kind of simplifies things. And most of the other movement's pretty good in those areas. Okay, I'm just kind of curious. What if I do this? This might be really loud, by the way. Oh. No, that's the funny button. So let's reset the game button for no reason. So what happens if I do this? Okay, it's not as dramatic as I thought. Whatever. I will continue this tomorrow. More Rivulet. I'll have to get from that part of Shoreline to the end of the run. But I'll probably also do another run back through the whole thing just to remember what I'd like found out from this stream. You guys are crazy. All right. that'll be it. Thanks everyone for watching. See ya.